Look at this. Look at this hairstyle that I've got going on today. I'm in my barely hanging on by a thread era. Okay, I haven't slept. I did actually put some color corrector under my eyes for your benefit. You're welcome. I have so much new makeup in front of me to test out. I am excited, okay? I have Angelica's new collection from Singe Beauty. I have a few of the lip liners. I have the Paisley Hoot palette. So excited to try those out. I have some new lip products from What's Up Beauty. They also sneakily launched liquid blushes. Didn't know that was happening. I also have some products like complexion products from Merit. So we have a lot of stuff to try out today. I will leave links for everything down below in the description box, and I will also list everything that is on my face that I'm not using on camera. That's not new, in the description box. Let me know your thoughts on any of these new releases, and let's do it. Now, depending on how today's video goes, I'm supposed to go to the DMV and get a new license. If my makeup comes out awful, then I may not be going because I need to get a new picture. So I'm putting a lot of trust into these products. Okay, let's start off with the palette, the Singe Beauty Paisley Hoot palette. This is the brand that is owned by my friend, another content creator, Angelica Nyqvist. This is her third eyeshadow palette from the brand. And you guys know, if you know me and you see this palette, you know how much I'm feeling this neutral palette. Two top rows are more like warm tone neutrals. Two bottom rows are leaning more on the green side, which I think is so interesting. It's not all browns. You are going to be able to get a few different looks out of this. The Singe Beauty formula is so good. The mattes are pigmented, blendable, really, really soft feeling. Like when I swatched this palette, they felt really nice. And the shimmers are very beautiful. That kind of fine sparkle particle to them. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to use this. The Paisley Hoot palette retails for $45. The Paisley Hoot eyeshadow palette is a 70s inspired spicy neutral palette designed to bring warmth, depth, and dimension to your looks. Featuring 9 highly pigmented blendable matte shades, 5 sparkly metallics, 1 sparkly wet looking topper, and 1 multi-chrome eyeshadow. It's vegan and cruelty free. This palette was made in China, and Singe Beauty is an indie brand out of Austin, Texas. And I did receive this in PR from the brand. Let me know if you picked up this palette. It is already available. I will link it down below. Let me know if you picked it up. I'm so excited. Let's do it. I have already primed my eyes. I'm going to go into the shade Rattan. It's really pretty light brown, and I'm going to put this through the crease. I'm gonna take my Singe Beauty E06. I'm gonna go into the shade Earthy, just a slightly deeper warm brown, and I'm gonna put this in the outer corner and into the crease. I'm gonna take the Shine On Shimmer Shadow Enhancer from Clionadh and BadToTheBrow and just place this on my lid. I wanna use the multi-chrome called Groovy right here. It looks like it's got green, like a rose gold, maybe even like a pink. I'm not good at describing shifts, but it is absolutely beautiful. Wow, is that pretty? Down in my mirror, it's like a very strong greenish gold. In the monitor, it looks more like a warm rose gold. Beautiful. Oh, that is so pretty. My warm neutral loving heart is adoring this. So I just put the Lawless liquid eyeliner in Cocoa, which is a brown, just on my upper lash line. I want to go back into the palette. I want to take the darkest brown called Boogie. I want to use that to create a wing. All right, let's continue on with the look. I got a PR package from Merit. I'm so thankful. I've never tried anything from the brand. They did send me a handful of things. And one of the things that they sent me is their primer. This is the Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. When I swatched it on my hand, it felt just like a really nice, thin, lightweight moisturizer that a lot of brands do, these kind of moisturizing primers. What's Up Beauty has my favorite one, the Positivity Hydrating Primer. It feels pretty similar. This one feels a little thicker than that, so I definitely want to give this a shot. This is called the Great Skin Priming and Firming Moisturizer with peptides and hyaluronic acid. It retails for $38. a lightweight cream that provides time-release hydration and helps skin feel firmer and more elastic, all while soothing and prepping skin for makeup. So I'm gonna put this onto my face. Doesn't really have a scent. I mean, it kind of does, but it's like a scent that unscented products have, if that makes sense. I don't really like the smell. It's kind of weird. It kind of got a little bit on my lips and now it's in my mouth and that tastes kind of weird. Well, let's remedy that by putting on this lip balm. This is one of the new lip products from What's Up Beauty. They came out with the liquid lipsticks, which we're gonna try later. And they also came out with a Sophista Balm Glossy Lip Balm in the shade Sicilian Silk. The packaging on these products is so nice. Like, they're very weighted, they feel very luxurious, and they look really luxurious as well. It retails for $22. It's an innovative hybrid between skincare and makeup designed to care for and enhance lips in a single versatile product. During the day, Sophista Balm glides on like a sheer gloss, hydrating lips and leaving them soft, smooth, and luminous. At night, it transforms into a soothing lip mask, helping to plump, enhance elasticity, and revitalize lips while you rest. Made in Italy. Nice. And it does have a sweet scent, a very soft scent. It's so nice. So let me put this on. Has a really nice, very lightweight texture. Yeah, it's like a lip mask. And it does provide a little bit of shine as well. So that would be like a good purse lip product, probably. Yeah, the smell of this, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the smell of this. It's kind of grossing me out. All right, so I went off camera for quite a while. I did some organizing in my closet because I wanted to let this primer sit on my face, and it's definitely pretty thick. Like, it's not really drying down. It does feel, I'm a little nervous putting something on top. I'm afraid it's gonna pill, but listen, the show must go on. We don't have all day. So I am going to use one of the Merit complexion products they sent me. They did send me 2 different kinds of complexion products in 2 different shades. Now, I'm not gonna use this today. I have already used this off camera. I'm not gonna use this today because the shades that I picked these out. Okay, I have no one to blame but myself. These are way too dark for me right now. In the summertime, they probably would have worked better for me, but this is the Uniform Tinted Mineral Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 45. I have the shades 20 and 22. I did like them. They're just a very lightweight moisturizing skin tint. I've only worn it once though, so I'm not really sure my full thoughts on that. But they did also give me 2 of their stick complexion products. This is called the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Foundation and Concealer Stick. It retails for $38. I got the shades Sand and Bisque. I think the lighter of the 2 may work for me right now, which I believe is Bisque, because Sand looks a little dark. Now, I personally don't want to use this as a concealer. It looks like it may be a little too thick for my preference personally, so I'm gonna use this as a foundation today. It says it's a buildable, lightweight complexion stick that can be used as a foundation or a concealer for easy, natural looking coverage on the go. And they did also give me a brush. This is the tapered blending brush that retails for $32. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let me put, oh, this is still too dark. Okay, well. I don't typically blend in my foundations with a brush. I almost always use a wet sponge, but I thought because they sent me the brush, I would use it. Also, it's their foundation, so probably would work well together. So the color is not as bad as I thought. Yeah, it actually isn't bad at all, especially now that I've blended into my skin. I do think, I mean, the amount that I put on is more like light coverage because I can definitely still see my spots coming through. And on my pore area, I don't love how that looks. Let me put a little bit more over here. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm gonna go wet a sponge and I'm gonna blend it out on a sponge on this side. Okay, so I will say, just as I was going into the bathroom to wet my sponge, I did see this foundation on my face, not in front of this giant light, just in the natural light of the bathroom, and it does look a lot better in the lower lighting. Like, of course, nobody's walking around in this bright of light. I mean, I guess if you're outside during the day, but I'm gonna pop in a picture of my light. Like, I don't think you guys understand how big of a light this is. It's huge. So, I mean, it shows every little pore, every little line, but in a real life situation, I don't think it's gonna be this serious. But I'm still gonna blend it out with a sponge on this side, just for the heck of it. Sometimes foundation sticks don't blend out great with sponges. Oh, I can already tell it's blending way better with the sponge. Or more to my preference, let's put it that way. Or maybe I'm just comfortable with using a sponge. You do definitely have to use a lot of product, so let me know if you have this product, how you use it, and if you like it. I should also say that my skin type is normal, but I am very acne prone, very sensitive. I can run oily or dry depending on the time of year, the weather, etc. I live in Central Florida, so it is extremely humid. So summertime, if I'm gonna be outside, my skin's gonna get oily, but typically I'm leaning more in the normal range, and I do get oily in my T-zone. That looks really nice. With the sponge, actually, that looks really, really nice. I like that a lot. I definitely personally would not use this under my eyes. I can already tell just texture-wise, I need something thinner, but yeah, the shade match is good in the end. That's a success. I've decided I'm not going to get my DMV license renewed today. Not because of the makeup, I just want to choose laziness instead of adulting today. So who cares how the rest of this makeup look turns out? Although I have a feeling it's going to turn out well. So far, so good. Let's talk about the What's Up Beauty liquid blushes. These were sleeper items for me. I didn't know that they were launching. I got a PR package with these in them. So I'm so excited to try these. There's 3 different shades that were sent to me. The Rose Hippity Matte Liquid Blush. The 3 shades are a really nice gradient of light, mid-tone, and deep. I'm gonna use the one in the shade Heirloom, which is the mid-tone shade. It retails for $25. A muted mauve blush with a matte finish. This lightweight liquid formula blends seamlessly and builds effortlessly for a soft, natural look. They swatched very pigmented on my hand. They come in like a sponge tip applicator a la Charlotte Tilbury, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go onto my hand, okay? Then I will pick this up and put it onto my face because I'm a scaredy cat. And I can't go straight onto my face with a product like this. Okay, I'm less scared now. I'm just gonna put a little dot there. That's really pretty. Okay, I need to stop blending because now it's starting to pick up my foundation, but that's my fault, not the blush's fault, because I'm over blending it. So yeah, this is a formula that I feel I can go right onto my face. It's not overly pigmented, at least this shade Heirloom. That blended out really nicely. It does have a little glow, but it could be that it's just a little wet and tacky right now. So we're gonna let this sit. We're gonna let it dry down as we continue on. We'll check in on it at the end of the video. All right, Angie came out with new lip liners. These are the Evocative lip liners. She also came out with a makeup bag, the Evocative makeup bag, which would be perfect to put your lip liners and your brushes in here. And it even comes with a little strap. Okay, can you catch me going to a concert where you need a clear bag? Right? Wouldn't that be so cute just to put like your keys and your wallet in there? I didn't think of that till just now. Okay, the lip liners retail for $12 each, or you can get a set of 3 for $32. The bag retails for $22. I picked out 3 shades. I picked out Optimistic Oak, Radical Rosewood, and Majestic Maple, but there is a really good shade range here. There's so many different ones to choose from. They are true wooden pencils. So when I swatched them on my hand, they definitely felt a little bit more, not stiff, but not overly creamy. So if you are someone that likes a wooden pencil because you can get more control and precision, then you would probably like these. But I would say even try them if you're not like super into wooden lip pencils because they don't feel super stiff like some wooden lip pencils do. That took me 3 times to say. So I'm gonna use Radical Rosewood today. Let's do it. That is a really pretty color. And it is creamy enough that I'm really able to like line and fill in the corners of my lips. Very pretty color. It's described as a muted rosy red, and I love that. I love that. And for my liquid lipstick, I'm actually gonna use this shade from the What's Up Beauty Sophisticote Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick line. This is the shade Caramel Veil. Same packaging as the lip balm that we used earlier. Really, really nice, like acrylic, heavy weighted packaging. Just in the center of my lips, basically. It retails for $24. It's a coral beige nude with soft minimalism. Discover the matte you've been waiting for. Sophisticote Ultra Matte Liquid Lipsticks delivers full coverage, ultra matte color that lasts without the dryness, heaviness, or powdery feel usually associated with long wear formulas. It is definitely a one swipe full coverage formula. When I was swatching, I noticed that. So I'm gonna actually wipe off a little bit so I can control it a little bit more. I'm putting it more in the center. I'm gonna use my lips to blend it. My fingers. It's a very fall lip. Let's go back into the palette and finish up the eye look. I'm gonna take a flat finer brush and I'm gonna go into that deepest matte boogie and put this on the lower lash line and connect it to my wing. I'm going to blend that out with Earthy. And for my inner corner, I'm actually going to use the matte white called Shag Rug. That is a very bright white, wow. Maybe I do want to go get my picture done. I'm looking cute. Let me go ahead and finish up the rest of the look and get myself together and come back to show you the final look and just to give you my initial thoughts on all of these products. All right, and this is the finished look. What do you think? This is such a me look. I feel the most me in tones like this, honestly. I think, okay, well, let's kind of talk through everything. The palette, as expected, works great. I love everything about this. The packaging, the layout, the colors, the formulas. I can just tell by swatching, it's the good usual Singe beauty quality that I've experienced in the past. Love it. It goes light mid-tone and deep in the mattes. We have different textures of shimmers, different types of shimmers, different colors. And the one that I use on my lid is so beautiful, super smooth, not chunky or anything like that. I do like that there is two like inner corner options for me, one that's matte and one that's shimmery. So I'm excited to continue to use this palette. Now that this foundation stick has been on my face for a while, I do think it looks really nice. It actually has pretty good coverage. It evened out my skin. It does like accentuate my pores a little more than usual, but I do think it's just a little bit more of a thicker texture because it's a foundation stick. I'm just so used to wearing like skin tints that come in this type of packaging, super thin and lightweight. So it's just a different texture, but it does look really nice on my skin. I've only had this on for 30 minutes or something, so I have to wear it for a long period of time to get my final thoughts. But the color Bisque works out great for me. The liquid blush that I used blended out great. It looks really nice. It has dried down to a matte finish, but it's not like powdery. I'm not wearing a highlighter. There is a little bit of glow, so I like that. I really like this color. The lip mask, very pleasant smelling, really nice texture. I'm gonna continue to use this and enjoy it. The lip liner that I used, really easy to work with, creamy but not too creamy. Love this color, Radical Rosewood, and it went with the liquid lipstick perfectly. Now, this liquid lipstick has been on my lips now for 10 minutes or something, and it has completely dried down. It is transfer proof, completely transfer proof. I do really like the lip liner and this combo together. They kind of just meshed in really nice to create a warm nude that's a little autumnal in my opinion. But the true test of a liquid lipstick to me is I have to wear it for a long period of time and see how it wears. Does it end up drying out my lips? Does it end up crumbling? But it does dry down all the way. It feels lightweight, doesn't feel like It's not a moussey formula. It's not a thicker formula like some brands do. So yeah, I will keep you posted. I will wear test these, but first impressions, it's nice. I'm not really a liquid lipstick person. It's not my go-to lip formula, but I'm definitely gonna test these out if that is your thing. I will let you know in a future video. But yes, I would love to know your thoughts. Oh, my last thing. Maybe this has gone off, but the smell of this primer it's not good. I can't smell it from here, but when I put it on my face, I didn't like the smell. But it might be that it's expired. I don't know. I don't know why it would be expired. I didn't receive it that long ago. Let me know if you have that moisturizer, that primer. Does yours smell kind of funky? Let me know. All right, I think that's all I have to say. I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. If you've tried any of these products, if you want to try any of these products, are they on your wish list? Did you skip out on them? Let me know. All the links are in the description box. If you want more information, check the description box, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye.